Good morning. It's Monday. It is. It's Monday, February 21st, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi and Xingyi's 5 elements linking form. We're going to do a little bit of that analysis that I was talking about. So, some sessions going to be a little bit more paying attention to the movements and what we're doing physically. No, I'm not going to leave those out. we're going to warm up, do some sets. But this morning we're also going to pay a bit more attention to how we move and our footwork. I've stressed over and over again that in Xingyi we don't have a lot of extra. There's no fluff and puff. There's no extra stuff. We need to hit the mark. We need to know what the position is. We need to know what the posture is. And we need to be able to use it, move through it, and get to the next one and be able to hit that perfectly. Ideally, right? That's the ideal goal. Hitting everything perfectly. It takes some work, and it doesn't always happen the way that we would like. But that's the goal, right? So how do we do that? How do we pay attention to what it is we're doing? What are we supposed to be doing, right? I'm going to cover a bit of that this morning, as well as basically I'm going to take apart what we've done so far in the linking form. Okay, so we're going to do work on basics, basic footwork. And then I'm going to take apart what we've done so far in the linking form, so that each movement is clear, and that as we pay attention to, I'm going to go from here to here, we also take a look at what that transition is and how do I get from point A to point B. Start with basic stretch. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, open the arms. Pull up through the crown of the head, smile. It's good to smile. Shoulders down and relaxed, hands circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Stretch up. Reach out. Roll up through the back. And again. One more time. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. Alright, we have the warm-up that I've been giving with Xingyi. Check, make sure I'm not going to hit something. Arms up, elbows back. 1, 2, open 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and down. You've got your right arm up. I've got my left arm up. And go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take my left hand over my head. I'm going to lean to my right. You go to your left. Right hand up. And across the back. 1, 2, stretch, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Relax for a second. Elbow goes to the back. Turn the waist and look. Follow the elbow. So as you go back, you're looking here at the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and down. 1, 2, down, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Right leg front, left leg back. Stretch the leg. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. Sink into the leg. Down. Not push forward. Down. Change legs. Other side. Left leg front, right leg back. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. And come on up. Alright, pay attention to that sink at the end. Also pay attention that you're not pushing into your knee. It goes down. Okay? The knee stays straight. The weight goes down. It's an opening through the hip that we want to cultivate. Alright. Side T-bull. Right foot back. Left foot front. Left hand front. Center. Pay attention. Find your body center. Make sure that your weight's distributed. Ready? 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Step back. Right foot front. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Relax. All right. We're going to pay a bit of attention to our foot placement right now. All right. And then we're going to work on the 5 elements. And then, as I mentioned, I'm going to take apart the first piece of the 5 elements linking form. Okay. The goal for this morning is not so much let's do more practice as it is let's do some practice and then let's take it apart and get a better understanding of what it is we're actually doing. Now, part of this I would do normally during in-person class because I'd be watching what you're doing. I would. And I would, yeah, I would. All right, and I would see, oh, this is a little bit off, or I could see where you're having a little trouble with something, or you may not even know that you're having a little trouble with something and there's a correction that's needed. So those kinds of things you can't see right now. So I'm trying to anticipate just a little bit where some of those things might happen. Class this morning. Alright, back to the beginning. Okay, and this is my 18-inch ruler. Had forever, probably. Any flat, you could stand on it and not really hurt it. Piece of wood, metal, something about this length, 18, 20 inches, give or take, is what we want as an outside measure. Alright, I gave, now I've done this with chalk. Chalk on the carpet isn't going to happen. I've done this with chalk. I've had, different implements. This works really well because what we want to pay attention to is where we put our feet. And for my leg length and for my height, this is just about perfect. Okay? I talked about this before, and I'm going to do this over here. Alright, so I'm standing here, my feet together. Toes touch each other a little bit, heels touch each other, my feet are together, right? As I open the back foot, so shift to the right, open the back toes to 45. For Xingyi, how do I measure my step? I want to measure about 2.5 of my own foot in front of me. So I got 1, there's my toe, 2, that's 3, and let me pull it back a little bit. That's it. That's my step. That's how I find where my step is. Now, can I make that a little bit wider? Yeah. Can I make it a little bit narrower? Yeah. So, if my step, again, 45 over here, this one here, 1, 2, 3, pull back just a little bit. That's a good stance for me. It is. I can sink a little bit. Now, can I be a little bit narrower? Yeah. Can I be a little bit wider? Not too much, but yes. This is my range right in here. You notice that I'm holding with the back leg. Alright? This is my range. Where is your range? Right? I can't tell you. I can't see you. This is how you find it. That 2.5 step. We also want to pay attention to, and I talk about this a lot, everything goes along the line. When we think about a line, we want to think about a little bit wider line than just that the little narrow, right? We want a little bit wider line. Not too wide. It's not this wide a line, okay? It's down here. All right, give or take. This, again, this works really well because this is about what I'm talking about. This strip. If I take this and put it here, that's my center line. I want to pay attention to this as a center, right? That narrow center line, right? I want to be able to rotate around that line. I want to be able to move along this line. Okay? Moving along this line is really hard. My body doesn't work that way. Okay? We need that little bit of space. We do. All right? Human body needs that little bit of space. All right, so if I put this down and I set, well, without stepping on it again, and I set my heel at the back, and I set my other foot, toes right at the edge, that's my step. As we stand, I'm going to move this out the way. As we stand, so this is a practice implement, okay? Visualizing where that line is. May need a paintbrush, right? We want to have that sense of knowing where that line is, of understanding where it is, and being able to see it so that we can come back to it. As I step, I'm still working on the feet. We can do a little bit more on the feet. All right, so we're going to practice this in just a second. This one's at 45. I'm going to step with this one. 1, 2, pull it back just a little bit. As I extend my front foot, I'm going to turn my toes just a little tiny bit. Okay? So I'm going to do this. I was going to wear slippers, and I decided I'm going to not do that. So my feet are here. Feet are together. Toes, right? Toes. Okay. And as I move my back foot, goes to 45. My front foot comes out to the front, and it's going to turn in just a little tiny bit. This is straight. This is where you want to go. Right. Straight ahead. Turn it just a little tiny bit. It's just the toes and just a little tiny bit in the angle of the toes. Just a little. No. Okay. Don't do this. Right? This is the back foot, 45. Going out this way. Right? This is the front foot. This. Yes. No. No. Don't do that. Okay? Straight ahead. And just the toes. Keep the if my wrist was if the heel of my hand was my heel, it wouldn't move. Just the toes and just that little bit. I talk about this. I'm sip of coffee here. All right, we're going to practice this for a second. I talk about this a lot in paying attention to that little tiny little thing, whatever that little thing was, that can make the difference between whether or not you can execute the technique well or not. All right? So keeping your weight distributed correctly. 60 on the back, 40 on the front. For Xingyi is what we need to pay attention to. Right? As we move through each posture, as we move through each step, we're paying attention to where am I supposed to be? How close am I to where I'm supposed to be? Right? And what do I need to do to be where I'm supposed to be, to hit the correct position? Or I've hit it and this is what it feels like. Feels pretty good, right? You want both of those to reinforce. This is not correct. What am I doing? Being able to do that analysis. And this is correct. It feels great. Keep doing it. The more you do what is correct, the less you do what isn't. It's just natural progression. All right? So you want to actively reinforce this. I'm doing this correctly. Yeah? Was that correct? Yeah, it was. I asked myself that as I stepped. I stepped into the posture. Is it correct? Yeah. Right? We're going to do this a couple of times. I'm going to turn around. And all we're going to do is, as we practiced in Santibu, we're going to focus, we're going to use the hands. Go ahead and use the hands. But we're going to focus on the feet and hitting that correct posture. So more, and I'm not going to use the hands because it's going to be too many changes, too much fluff and puff up here. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stance. I'm going to step back and step forward. And I'm going to step back and I'm going to step forward. The goal for this, I'm going to turn around. Your goal is to hit the same spot correctly every time. We're going to repeat this probably about 20 times. Hands behind your back. It's a good place for them. Stand straight. Feet are not together. Okay, and shift left. Turn the right toes. Shift right. Step forward. Stay there. 60 on the back, 40 on the front. Step back. Left foot at 45, right foot straight. Little bit of turn in the toes. Just in the toes, not in the heel. Stay there. Where's your weight? Again, step back, step forward. Pay attention to centering the hip, centering the upper body between the legs, so that as you have, and we're going to change again, step back with the left at 45, right to the front, so that as you have your weight distributed, the upper body is also distributed, right? And step back with the right, forward with the left. Pay attention to that center line. And shift back. Right foot front. Now we're going to change 3 more times slowly. Right foot back, left foot front. Adjust if you need to. And then I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. And step back with the left, forward with the right. One more time, step back with the right, forward with the left. Alright, now we're going to do about 10. Not too fast, but I'm also not going to pause in between either. So pay attention to where your foot has been and where your foot needs to go. And shift back, right foot front. right foot back, left foot front, left back, right front, right back, left front, left back, right front, right back, left front, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, two more, left, right, last time, left, right. Alright, relax. Your legs should be tired. Your legs should be tired. Walk around for a second and just let your legs relax. They should be tired. My legs are a little bit tired. My legs are a little bit tired, your legs should be tired. Okay? Trust me. Alright. This kind of practice, where we isolate one move and repeat it over and over again, is what gives us the skill. There's no shortcuts. There's not. There's no, I learned this today and now I'm an expert. No. It don't work that way. Alright, your legs need to know it. Alright. This kind of practice will help your legs to know exactly what they're supposed to do. Okay, and the result, whatever you're feeling, in whichever muscle groups you're feeling it, that's what's giving you. Your body is telling you that's what worked. This is what you engaged during this exercise. That's how we find it. I've told this story before, years ago in dance class. Miss Tanya talked about you would learn to love your pain. She was right. Because as we practiced, whatever hurt the most was what was working. I'm using this. It hurts. Okay? I'm using this. It hurts. I now know exactly where those muscle groups are and exactly what I need to do to make them hurt less. Right? How do I use them? Same thing here. Whatever is uncomfortable, okay? Not sharp pain, but discomfort. That's what's working. Pay attention to it. Alright, let's do just the footwork. Just the footwork. With a step. Go back and forth, say 4 times. Okay? Then we need to pay attention to the 5 elements and the linking form when you get started. Right foot back, left foot front. Okay, and hands are going to go behind the back. Just the feet. Okay? So, weight onto the back foot, left steps front, step, close. Right foot goes front, step, step, close. Turn the toes. So, no. Yes, just turn the toes. You turn in the hip. Okay? Ready to step out the other way. And step, step, close. Step, step, close. Remember that as you step, that foot that leads turns to the 45. Turn foot, step, step, close. Turn the toes, step, this on 45, step, step, close. Step, step, close. Turn, leading foot on the 45, step, step, close. Step, step, close. Alright, relax. As I step out, this foot turns. Alright? So, here, front foot, remember that little bit of turn on the toes? Alright, we gotta turn the toes the other way now, right? step, step, close. My leading foot becomes my trailing foot, and it doesn't change very much once I put it, right? I'm not doing any fancy stuff with this. Once I put it here, pretty much stays there. All right? No, it's way too much. Do the 45. The same as what we want right here. Okay? Pay attention to that. We're going to go back and forth one more time. Pay attention to that position of the leading foot and what it does not do. Left foot front, right foot back. Ready? Step left, step through, close. Step right, step through, close. Turn the left toes. Ready on the right, right step, step through, close. Step left, step through, close. Turn the right toes, step, step through, and close. All right, this simplicity, right? And I'm going to check something right here just because I need to, right? As I'm stepping, I don't want this, right? Step, step, close. Not step, step, close. See the difference? I hope you can. That video, in person, I'm sure you can. But we don't want that swaying backward, right? Goes forward. As we pay attention to only the stepping method, we're going to discover whatever isn't quite right with the stepping method, all right? Timing, placement, weight distribution, position, all of those things come to bear just trying to get the stepping method together, right? Just where am I going to put my foot? What am I going to do with this? Adding to that, there's always something more, right? Adding to that, the dynamic of what we're doing, right? The rhythm of what we're doing, and the way in which that dynamic and that rhythm drives the movement, we need to pay attention to. It's one of those things, as with Bagua, as with Tai Chi, it's part of the art. If we're not paying attention to it, we're missing a big part of what we should be doing and what we should be paying attention to. This idea, and I'm talking about this just for a second, this idea that as we're going forward, we're going forward. Xingyi's going. There's no, we don't go and come back. I was just talking about that. The energy that we use, physical energy, so I'm talking about physical energy right now. The physical energy that we're using, it's different than the internal energy. It is. Okay. Physical energy. This is the kinetic energy that we are using through pulling in and sinking and using those muscles and then allowing it to move into the next move. This is, we're building that kinetic energy as we move. Using that, add to what we're doing, right? Part of that is in the back leg. It's back leg. It's always going to be the back leg. Okay, back leg has to do a lot of work. The front leg in Xingyi must engage. If it's not engaging, you're in the wrong posture. You're not doing something. All right, so again, I'm just feet and legs. Right foot back, left foot front. And put your hands behind your back, and we're going to take one step. Just one. Sink, step, step, close. Alright. That's it. And do it again. Right foot back, left foot front. Lower body. So we're paying a lot of attention to lower body right now. Lower body. Is my foot, right foot, back, left foot, is my right foot in the correct position? Do I feel it? Do I feel like my foot is in the correct position? Left foot, front one out here. Is that one in the correct position? Do I feel it? What's my sense of where my feet are? Okay, now look. No, seriously, look at where your feet are. If it felt off, do you see where the difference is? Can you correct it? Is it too far out, too far in? This angle is off somewhere. What do you see compared to what you feel? How do you know what to do to correct it? Where's that line? Check your heel, check your toe, check the line. That's where we start, right? That's how you check your own position. So, again, if we were in class, I could tell you, hey, move your foot over here. We're not, all right? You need to be able to, and in class, I actually do give the same kind of instruction. In-person class, the same kind of instruction. You need to know, yeah, my leg's getting a little tired. You need to know where your foot is. All right, you need to be able to find that position for yourself in your own practice. If I'm always finding it for you, no. But no. All right, so, all right, right foot back, left foot front. Am I in the correct position? Where's my feet? Where are my feet? Where's my weight? 60, 40. What's the angle of my knee to the ground? This should be 115 out here, 115, so it's a little bit behind. It's not here. It's definitely not out here. Okay? This would be good for Tai Chi. This is alright for Bagua. We're back here for Xingyi. Yes, we are. Alright, 65 back here. Sink into the back leg. I gotta move out of this here. Sink into the back leg. I'm gonna take a step. Sink into the back leg. Keep sinking. Keep sinking into the back leg. Grip with the front foot. Ready, and release the back. Sink into the back leg. Sink. Push into the front. Sink. Sink more. Sink more. Don't change the position, just sink. Ready? I'm going to take one more step. It's going to be a small step. Step, step, close. All right, relax for a second. This, check everything. Check every little thing. What about my toes? What about my heel? How about the arch of my foot? What's the foot position? What about my ankle? What's going on with my ankle? Anything particular happened with my ankle today? My ankles were in good shape today. I was happy. All right. What about my lower leg? How much work is the back of my lower, how much work is my calf muscle doing? It's doing a lot of work. How much work is the front part of my lower leg doing? It's doing some work as well. What about my knee? My knee shouldn't be doing too much work, okay? The weight should not be carried on the knee. So if your knee hurts after doing this, check your weight. Seriously, check your weight. Something is off if your knee is really bothering you after we do these exercises. The weight distribution should be such that your knee only does the work that it needs to do to move the leg. Okay? Shouldn't be carrying your weight. Your weight's carried through the back of the leg, the abs, and the spine, not through your knee. No. Everything comes up as you sink, right? Stand, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to stand normally. Feet about shoulder width apart. As I get ready to sink, everything here pulls up. This pulls in, everything else pulls up. Bend the knees, keep the back straight, open the hip. It's right here. Okay? It's not here. This holds. Bending up and down, hold through the back of the leg, the abs, and the back. Not through the knee. All right, a little bit of 5 elements practice. Go, excuse me. I'm going to go back and forth just one time for each element. We're still going through the linking form. I told you we we're going to do that. All right. Right leg back. Each one. Pull in. Everything we just talked about in those stepping methods, you get to use it now. Pull in. Pull in. Turn the toes. Ready? Step out. Pull in. Step through. Turn the toes. Step through. Each one. Draw and try and pull in. Step. Drill. Pull in. Step. Drill. Yeah, small step. Turn. Step. Drill. Pull in. Drill. And drill. Again. Turn. Step through. Bone twine. Right fist. Don't change the leg. Pull in. Turn the toes. Simple turn. Out with the left and the right. Left fist, right foot. Step through. Extending fist goes over the other fist. Step. Step. One more. Pull in. Step out with the left, punch with the right. And step to the left. Both hands, Powotron. Pull in, level step. Step through. Pull in. Step through. Pull in. Step, step close. Turn. Ready and step. Pull in. Step. Pull in. Step. Turn. Pull in. Come out on the other side. Step to the right. Right hand ready, right hand under the left. Hung Chuan. Crossing. Step up to the left. Grab, pull down. Underneath. step, turn, pull in, left hand's ready, go. Step, come across, step, come across. One more, step, and across. Turn, and step back. All right, relax. My hope is, and it actually worked really well for me, that as we practice the stepping method over and over, that when we put that back into each of the 5 elements, that instead of having to think about so much what your legs were supposed to be doing, it was more your legs remembering what they just did and maybe protesting a little bit that, hey, we're tired, we'd like to take a break now. All right? We want that. We absolutely want that. All right. We have the 5 elements linking form. Just watch one time, and we're going to do this together. Step in, step back. Step in, side, up, down, out. All right. That slice. I did give that, didn't I? We can do that. I'm going to do this again. 5 elements linking form. I gave everything up to John Tron. Cool. Bong Tron, Hung Tron, Bong Tron, Pow Tron. Slice, step up. Okay? So, P-tron, step back. Right? We're here. Pow-tron, slice, P-tron. Being able to return to at Santi Volt, 3 points, stance, P. Going backward is a skill that we want to develop. We do. Alright, so as we can see, each of the 5 elements appears in this part of the linking form. Alright, we have we have a jump and we have a turn, and then we're going to end. Again, more of the 5 elements as we come through. Bung Chuan, Hung Chuan. This is the turn that we work on for Bung Chuan. We're gonna work on it. All right, I'm gonna slow it down. We're gonna work on that. My point is that each of the 5 elements, as we're practicing through the linking form, makes its appearance and should be clear. Okay, I'm gonna muddle this for a second. This is one of those. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is wrong. Don't do this. I'm gonna muddle the movements, right? So just first time. Don't do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't do this. No. this one. You can do this one. That one you can do. That was all right. Perfect? Yeah. It's all right. First one, don't do that. It's mush. It's mush. There's no. I just did it. All right. So I know what I did. I know what I didn't do too. There's no focus. It was let me wave my hands around. Let me, do some finger wave thing kind of thing. I'm going to make some turns. I'm going to make it look pretty, kind of, sort of. I'm going to make it look like I'm doing something. But I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no clue what this movement is about. And I have no sense of what my balance is, where my weight is, or how much force I could possibly exert against an opponent. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do it. All right. The development of the skills that we want to develop depend on paying attention to what the movement requires, not something we want to add in there. All right? If I'm going to make my mom's chili, I need some fresh tomatoes and I need some red pepper. And not hot pepper, red pepper, sweet pepper. All right, and I need some ground beef and I need a couple of different kinds of beans. And I'm going to need about 2 days because that's how long it took her to cook this chili. It was good, but it was 2-day chili. All right, I need you to prepare, right? This type of practice where we take things apart, where we put it back together, where we try to figure out what we're supposed to be doing, right, as we go through, gives us much more of a sense of how to move than do this with this hand and do that with this hand and go over here and do this. No. There is always intent that goes with the movement. That intent may be that we are paying attention to the physical requirements of the movement. What do I need to do physically in order to execute this movement? Xing. 什么是Xing? Xing in Xingyi is the outer form. What is Xing? 什么是Xing? What is Xing? The outer form. If we're not paying attention to the outer form, we're not doing it. Alright? We need to pay attention to that. So, what does Xingyi's outer form look like? It's pretty simple. Okay. No fluffy stuff. I'm going to keep repeating that. I am. Alright. We're also, okay, internally paying attention to our internal energy. So I talked about this physical energy. Let me do this a couple of times. Left foot back, right foot front. Alright? I talked about this idea of using the physical energy. Now I want to pay attention a little bit to the internal energy connected with the breath. Your internal energy, that I feel good today, I'm going to go do this, or I'm not feeling it, whichever one it is, that is your internal energy. You need to be able to adjust it so that you're going to do what you decide you're going to do, not what it decides you're going to do. Okay? So, bringing that energy to bear, along with the physical energy, sink into the back leg as you start to pull in. Pay attention to this idea of sinking and pulling in. Resist as you pull in, resist as you sink. You want to sink, but you're not going to. And ready to release. Step forward. All right. That. Pull in, pull in, pull in, go. That's what we want to cultivate through each and every move. Not, okay, don't do this. Do not do this. I'm one more. I'm just one more. Don't do this. I'm here. Same idea as what we just did, but don't do this. Okay, this is wrong. Don't do this. Okay, this part's okay. My stepping is going to be not right. Pull in. No. No. Don't do that. Pull in. That's all right. Knowing where my step is. Where's my foot supposed to go? Where's this foot supposed to go? Here. Knowing where that's supposed, how that fits with the physical movement as I'm going forward and with the energy that I bring to bear. Again, one more time. Minimal energy, limited effort, minimal force, correct. A little bit more. A little bit more. All right. The second time I did this. First time, not so much energy. Intentional, and it was correct. Good practice for certain kinds of things. Second time, brought up a little more energy, and I wasn't paying as much attention to what I was doing as I should have been. My balance was not what it should have been. You can play back the tape. You'll see it. Third time, not a problem. Knowing this, and we're going to do this a little bit together. Knowing this, if I hadn't paid attention, I would not have known. I would have felt it. What did I do? I went too far forward. I took too much energy going forward for the space that I had. My body was still going forward when my feet stopped. Oops. Alright? Balanced through the whole body. Alright, let's do slowly. The first part up to Chuan. The first part of the 5 elements linking form. Slowly. With a salute on 45. Relax the breath. And I did not talk a lot about the breathing today. I need to do that. Relax the breath. And open, sink, pull in,
step forward, step in, Vong Chuan, step back, Hung Chuan, step in, Vong Chuan, go to the side, up, down, Pao Chuan, step back, slice, P, step up, slice again, Zhuan Chuan. Again. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Open. Step to the side. Pi Chuan. Step in. Bung. Step back. Hung. Step in. Bung. Side. Up. Down. Pao Chuan. Slice. Pi Chuan. Slice. Slice. Zhuan Chuan. The other room is bigger. So I was looking around to see, do I have enough room between here and a wall to do something, and I don't really. For the analysis that I've been doing this morning, what I want to try and do is follow that pattern that I was talking about before in January, where I'm going to do some analysis and we're going to do some practice. Where we have the analysis, I'm going to try and be in this room. Where we have practice, I'm going to try and be in the other room. So it'll be easy for you to see which room I'm in, what are we doing? Okay? So if I'm in here, we're doing some analysis with some practice, and if I'm in the other room, we're doing practice and not so much analysis. Okay? That's my goal. That's what I'm working for. All right. I'm going to start on this side, and the same set. We're just going to, you'll be able to see it from a different angle. Okay? Feet together. Salute. Open. Step in, Bung Chuan, step back, Hung Chuan, step in, Bung Chuan, side, up, down, Pao Chuan, slice, Pi Chuan, slice, slice, Zhuan Chuan. One more. Slow it down a little bit. Salute. Open. Step in. Step back. Step in. Side. Up. Down. Pao Chuan. Slice. Pi Chuan. Slice. Slice. Zhuan Chuan. All right, relax. Each set, each punch, each element, each thing that we do in Xingyi should have correct shape. Right. So, Pao Chuan, right? This is not Pao Chuan. I might be able to, I really can't use this for much because my arms are locked, right? I could be here, it'd be all right. Not so much here, right? This is not Pao Chuan. This is not Pao Chuan. It's not. This is Pao Chuan. The shape of the movement. Xing. We need to pay attention to it. It is at once extremely simple, and as we know, sometimes the simplest things are the most difficult to master. That one perfect turn, that one perfect, being able to hit that move every time, being able to hit that posture every time. Part of what we work for. The more we practice, footwork. The easier it is to put that into our practice so that we're not paying as much attention to it. We've practiced it, we practiced it, we practiced it. Now we don't have to pay attention to it so much because we practiced it to the point that the muscles really know what they're supposed to do. We don't have to worry about them no more. Right. Now we can pay attention to something else. The physical energy, kinetic energy that we're using, the internal energy that we're using, how we incorporate the breath, the chi, the physical breath, the internal breath, the chi, with our idea, yi, mind, that what am I going to do, intent, and bring that all together in one move. Xingyi brings it all together. That sense of unity, that sense of coming to the center, expanding and then coming back to the center, is part of what we want to develop. All right. Enough of that for today. Thank you very much. Appreciate you listening to that. It's important, it matters, and it's part of what I've spent 30 years trying to practice, so it's important to me. Let's do one more time the 5 elements linking form up to what we have right now. Pay attention to this idea of full, relaxed, and complete movement. Have the idea in your mind of where you're going before you get there. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Ready. Open. Pull into center. And step in, Bong Chuan. Step back, Hung Chuan. Step in, Bong Chuan. Side, up, down. Pao Chuan. Slice, Pi Chuan. Slice again. Zhuan Chuan. Connected, complete. Each move gets its measure. Nothing extra, and nothing left out. I'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to practice out in the other studio, so we're going to be doing a little bit more physical movement tomorrow. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.